So this looks like it goes on this way. I think I got this wing down a little bit too far. I gotta raise it up. But this plate's gonna bolt in here. I think it's gonna go right back to the edge. Sorry, right back to the edge, this plate. And then this plate bolts, bolts into this. And then it has these two mounts, one that goes here and one that goes here, that the wing slides into, and then it all lines up. So I got to get this lined up and figured out, and then we'll mark some holes. Right. So I just got this plow the other day, and it only came with one bolt for here, so I just stole the other for the other side. This is a it's not the right bolt. Can't have the panhandle with that square relief in it. I need a real nut and bolt, so I just did that for lining it up. So once I get a bolt for there, tighten that down. That's tight on it, and then I put the plow in the second loop, the second hole. There's one down below it, but that hole had a little bit of rust in it, so I think that was the one that was used, and that gives me the right height here. I have a little gap here, but I think that's really all you can do unless you move this plate over. But I didn't want to move the plate over because the top of the plate here actually comes in contact with the outer rib, so I think that's like added support, you know, leaning on there instead of just kind of floating, because it only has the 2 bolts. So that's there. And then what we have now is, I gotta drill holes for it. These plates go on here. So if you see, there's a drift pin, and then the plate goes through, and it bolts up. I think this is upside down. Try this again. So yeah, let me get these bolts out. Alright, yeah, so the way this works is this plate gets permanently bolted to the outer rib on the plow, and then you see that cutout right there. So when you want to pull the wing out, you release the pin, you pull it away about 1 inch, and then rock the whole thing back till this drift pin meets up with that slot, and then the whole thing will slide right out. I think there isn't a drift pin on here, so it just gets a normal plate. I think all the plates come with the cutouts for the drift pin, but I'll check. So it's going to get another plate either on this side of the rib or this side of the rib. Really haven't decided where. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. And then on both sides. So I got to go get a drill, start drilling for these holes. Alright, well that's pretty much roughly in there. I got to tighten up these 2 bolts a little bit more, but I got all the holes drilled. You know what I did is I put a couple of washers between that plate and the outer rib, just to bring that plate out a little bit, so that the roll pin is up against it. Because if it was, you know, what, 1/8 inch that way, you could actually pull this hard enough to get that pin to kind of fall out. So now the plow is jammed way in there, that roll pin's up against that plate, and it can't pull out any further than that, so it's good. But I usually leave these wings right on, so depending on how much it rattles, because I know, you know, they do rattle. It's not a machine fit, that hole. So what I'm gonna do is probably put a bolt here through, and then another one here through, and then that keeps that wing nice and sturdy and on there. But then if I need to take it off, I just pull those 2 bolts, and then the wing comes out. But anyways, that's it for this side. I'm going to move on to the other side. Maybe not today, but I'm going to get there. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.